We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. But tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night, as it'll be the L.A. Chargers taking on the Miami Dolphins.
It's a rematch of one of the great NFL playoff games of all time. The Chargers and Dolphins underway from Miami.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's Achane to start the drive.
And he stopped immediately there.
Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Right back to Achane on second down.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt.
This is brought in at the 21. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, first and 10.
At the 39-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Out of the gun, Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Herbert going to change the play here.
On second down, Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
3rd and 5. Now it's Herbert.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Right back to Achane on second down.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it with Achane.
And he's taken down at the 43, but now before picking up the first.
The Dolphins sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
On second down, a run by Achane.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Come on, 3rd and 9 here.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, Patman? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here's Herbert.
Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Cook following the penalty. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 10. quick throw here to Johnston. Down the left sideline. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And they'll accept that penalty.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Still in the 1st half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Buffalo 18. Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I'm not lying.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready.
Running left, Achane. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
This game now. Is the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Ready, set.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Again, it's Achane. And some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 63 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Streak. Huh.
A run straight ahead with Achane. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Go, champ.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Up the middle, Achane. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
Check smash.
They'll go with a keeper, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Here's 2nd and 3. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Right back to Cook for another completion. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now 2nd and 3.
Hey, OP. 59.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. 2nd and 10. Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Jalen Phillips in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Herbert now. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And his kick is good.
Well, for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Taken from just outside the 30. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that's caught inside the 35. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is down to 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a throw here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
5-9.
Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that would be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd down and 6 now. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
This is out quickly to the right. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Crash. Panther Street. Panther Street. Go.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Ready?
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6.
Hey, check that. Street. 60 Eagles. Bronco switch. Go check.
And they'll give this to Achane.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Check smash.
They'll go. Achane.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So you got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
23 yards, the final tally.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Touchdown, Chargers! Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
Dolphins 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Go, Reed, go.
On the handoff, it's Achane.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
103 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Hurt, hurt, hurt. Hurt, hurt, hurt.
On first down, back to Achane.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's Achane.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's third down.
Check, 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 check.
They give to Achane on the option. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Three.
Achane gets it from the gun.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a run by Achane.
And he'll take this one down near the 15.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
At the 15-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And they'll indeed take a knee.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the